6:30 flight to Houston from Memphis. Very early, but I'm up. Gonna get this money. That's what we're gonna do. Hour 45-minute flight to Houston. See one client. Then I get back on the plane at like 2:30 or something. Come back to Memphis. Drive back to Northwest Arkansas. Get some rest. It'll be a 17-hour day by the time I get home. And then tomorrow we go to Kansas City. Back. 20 minutes until we board, so I may as well get a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Breaking fast very early today because it's gonna be a long day. Wrong shoes to be traveling in. If you know Jordan 4s, you know damn well these ain't no walking shoes. I got them on though. Guess what? I still ain't did my eyebrows. I ain't had time. And I can't find a single edge razor in town anywhere. So it's got to be something I do before I leave Memphis, because there's a beauty shop everywhere around this mug, and I know they got single edge razors. But yeah, my stuff is grown all the way out fully. Not quite. Still got this piece here. Still ain't grew all the way back in because I did a little something. But the razor was dull, so I just stopped before I did real damage. But anywho, I got to get me a new razor. The pilots have showed up to the gate. They got a pretty laid back job too, but I don't know if I really want that job. Carry around people for a living. Been there, done that. It was an emergency and it sucks because everyone was dying. Everyone was save me. After you've been smoking for 30 years, you want me to save you in 30 seconds. It was stressful. I stopped doing it. I've been living stress-free ever since. It took me a while to get used to sleeping through the night. The slightest noise, I jump up and think it's an emergency. We got to get on that truck and drive out, slide the pole, all this kind of stuff. In the middle of the night, going from 0 to 100. I was so over that, but you know, urgency all the time really helps the spirit and the soul get moving. And it keeps you on high alert even in places like this. Like I pretty much know where all the exits is in this motherfucker. In case something happens, I know where I need to run to get the hell up out of here. But that's supposed to be basic, awareness for human beings. But we know a lot of folks don't be paying attention to nothing around themselves. They just be moving around. That's why we can't be getting upset when people be doing shit. They just in their own world, you know. So let them be until you want to bring them in your world and get them together. Other than that, you wasting your time worried about what everybody else thinking and what they doing. Because literally, we're all in our own shit and moving about, just moving about like ain't nobody else here. Until you say excuse me or pardon me or something like that. And hello, something simple as that, you know, can be interacting, but at the same time it can be disrespectful depending on who it is and where you are and all that kind of shit. So again, I just chill and, you know, let folks be, folks speak, and I speak back. I smile all the time because I don't want to be the typical black girl walking around frowning, even though I know my resting bitch face is literally like, but I can still turn it on with a smile immediately after the resting bitch face. When I realize that I'm like frowning a bit, I'll smile a little bit, lighten it up a little bit, but sometimes you just don't be fucked up about what nobody thinks. You're just moving around. So again, just take heed to people just being in their own world. It ain't no disrespect to you directly, you know, it's just ain't nobody worry about you. It's just they just moving around. Sun is rising. sure hate I didn't look at nothing at all while I was chilling this weekend. I could have shorted a lot of shit, made a fucking killing. Y'all know I cannot come to Houston, Texas without going to get me a Papa Do's salad. And it always helps when it's in the airport and I ain't gotta go nowhere. So today, my Uber driver was a French tourist. He was a French tourist, or is a French tourist. I don't know, but he does French tours, and he was saying that it'd be cheaper if I had a group of at least 8 people. I don't have 8 friends though. I don't even know 8 people that are willing to go get a passport, honestly. Let alone 8 people that I want to travel with. Or I could do 4 maybe, but 8 is a lot of people to have enough to be worried about getting checked in and all that together and shit like that. Anywho. But yeah, I met him and he had a weird accent. And I asked him where he was from. And he told me he was from France, but he'd been in the States for 30 years or whatever. And I spoke, tu es le français. He said, his eyes got big as hell. Like, he wasn't expecting me to say some shit like that. He said, tu comprends le français? I said, well, un peu. And he said, we said something. I can't recall what it is exactly, but he asked me basically how long have I been speaking, or how long have I been learning or speaking French. I told him 12 ans, and he said, 12 ans. He said, bon, très bon, and we just kept going on and on. And then he had to, he asked me another question. I had to think about it. It took me forever, and I just finally said it in English. He's like, no, don't do that. You just keep trying to find the word and make them wait. And make them wait. When I came here to America 30 years ago, no one was patient enough to realize that I was learning a second language. I was like, that makes a bunch of sense. Just make them wait, because most people aren't even considering that, that you are learning a new language. And it's not that you're dumb, it's just you don't know. And you're trying to figure it out in the midst of having a conversation with somebody and still be able to keep their attention at the same time. So I think it was a really cool experience to be able to meet someone that's actually from the country and was like, hey, it's nice to know that there are some actual Americans out here trying to learn something about other cultures or whatnot. He said most Americans have a hard time in France because they don't want to let go of their American ways or whatever. So I can see that, being stubborn people or whatever, how someone would not want to let their ways go. Something like speaking a native language. Languages are usually taken away from us.
The salad and the spinach.
Merci beaucoup.
Just be careful, this plate's a little hot. Okay,
Yes,
just be very careful. Just on that side where the dip is.
Okay.
Can I get you anything else?
Okay, you're all good. Thanks. I get the same thing every time, but I did get something different this time. I got some little fat over here in front of me, but I always get this. I always get the salad every time because it's one of the best salads. I should have told her make me a hood salad, which basically means make it bigger. Make it bigger, like 17th and Hazel. They don't know what that is either. But 17th and Hazel, if you're from Pine Bluff, you know what those hood salads are. And you know they ain't no little bitty ass salads either. Those are the real big ones. Where they throw all the stuff on the meat. Like a whole pound of ham and turkey. Everything that you can think of be on that salad. You can eat on it for all day long if you wanted to. But they don't do that at Papa Do's. They say this salad $10. You gonna get 3 lettuce. That's cool though, because it's good. You don't need a lot when it's nostalgic. You just smell it, it reminds you of a good time. Then it'd be a good time. Anywho, but I'm gonna let y'all watch me eat. I wanted to show y'all my salad and show y'all this dip too. Might as well. Yes, sir. And a salad, dip and salad.
People tell you, oh, I've heard they would be careful. If you think that too much, you know what's gonna happen?
Trouble.
When you're with your boyfriend and you think that he's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat.
Oh, yeah.
Cheat. Guess what happened?
You cheat.
There you go.
Yeah. You attract what you feel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Definitely attract what I want.